when people say less is more, and I'm like, well, it's not. More is more. It, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, less is more. No, less is more. No, it's not. Oh, you want your cake and eat it? Well, yeah. If it's my cake, I want to eat it. Like I might just have one slice a day, but I need to have a slice a day to keep the energy levels up of that cake, that particular cake, and hopefully it's not like a gluten dairy free bullshit cake. Yeah, yeah, like yeah, that's it. It's like that's what it should be. It's yeah. If the same was it's my cake and you're not getting any, then you'd go fine. All right, you've got your own cake and you don't want to give me a piece, then I understand. But if it's my cake, then I do want to eat it. Like gradually, bit by bit, I would like to eat that cake. You can't have your cake and eat it. I know it's daft, isn't it? Less is more, and but you can't. You want to have your cake and eat it. What? What? Like, well, if it's my cake, I'd like to eat it, and I will give you a piece of that cake. That's fine, because I'm not. Oh yeah, I'll give you two slices of that cake, because more is more. Like it's like less is more. So it's my cake, and I'll give you half a slice, because less is more. Like, well, what's half a slice? It's still a slice. It's still a piece of the pie, piece of the cake. It's a, I see how all of this could be a piece of cake, but it's not a piece of cake. Like, and I knew it's not going to be a piece of cake. Um, but it's still some kind of metaphorical cake. That like basically, if you don't make that cake, if you don't do the preparation for that cake, and you don't like if you don't have set the temperature right in the oven, the likelihood is that that cake won't rise, or it'll get burnt. you know, um, but once it's nicely cooked to perfection in the preparation stage, then you just need to ice that cake and put some nice decorations on it, and then everyone will look at it going, "Oh, I really want a piece of that cake. I really want a slice of that cake." And go, "I tell you what, you can have half a slice because less is more." It's my cake and I'm eating it. You didn't help me make this cake, and you're not willing to buy any of it off us or put any money in towards the ingredients of that cake. So I'm like, you can't have any of it because I've had to do it all myself, and I had to go through a lot of my hands had to get very dirty, and I had to clean things quite a lot, and I've had to do all the washing up, and then put it on a nice plate and put a ribbon round it, and do the icing and the decoration, and even put some candles on there, and then I even had to light the candles myself for full effect. So I've done it all myself. So you can't even have a less is more half a slice of that cake now. Yeah, because now I'm like, well, screw you. I've just put all the effort in. You didn't help me one little bit. Like, that's the problem with people. Like loads of people, yeah, you can help them, but then when it comes to them helping you, and then they go, "Oh mate," and like I love it when people call you mate. Oh mate. Well, yeah, there's no cake in the bag, but no, 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 no. There's some tins, but there's stuff. There's essentials required for survival, which not in a shit way. Like I've got some. Yeah, I've got milk. I've got bread. I've got eggs. I've got some tin stuff. I've got some fresh meat and some rice and some pasta. What's that? Oh, really? Oh, just all at once? Hey. Yeah, like you should be rationing it, but you don't want to. It's like my energy levels right now. Like my mom was like, "Oh, you should get some sleep," and I'm like, I did. I will tonight. Like I was up till 5 this morning, man. So, like working on this, like just going, like So, So yeah, definitely gonna get some sleep tonight. Like I'm gonna take Daffy for a good old run around in a bit because he's getting all restless, and then I'm gonna go up there for a couple hours and just upload some stuff and do some more Twittery things and all of that bollocks. Um, and yeah, and then hopefully I'll be able to bake a cake in the not too yeah, in the not too distant future. Yeah, I'll give Daffy a slice of cake, like, cause I'll have to make it like dog friendly cake. Make a carrot cake, something like that. I don't care. I'm, no, no, no. Yeah, he does like, yeah, 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 yeah. Right, Daffy, you know what Daffy is? If you let him off the lead, right, and he's like you're in a field where horses are, and there's like been rabbits running around, you'll always find a dead rabbit head or something. He'd like literally had a rabbit's foot the other day. I was like Daffy man, and then I'm like, well, he's a dog, you know. Yeah, he's a dog. So, and it was just like, it's just that he tries to lick my face afterwards. But I think they've got, yeah, that's it. So he's licking my face with these. Look, he's got a lucky face now because he's eating a rabbit's foot. And yeah, that's it. Well, the other week you found it was like a dried up skeleton, like fluffy skeleton of a rabbit. And he just like grabbed it and he was running around going, "Ah, look at me, I'm amazing." It's like, yeah, he is hilarious. Like, you've got to give him that, aren't you? Ugh, go and get the ball. So I just did a little bit of filming before I got him to do that chattery thing with his with his jaw. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, sure. I mean, like that's the thing. I need to download some kind of editing software so I can so that I can do editing because obviously I can't do any editing right now. Get out of there. Um, oh yeah, he does. Aye, but it's just getting there and getting a hold of him as well is difficult because well, yeah, I've done that before in the past, but I can't get there. I'm like kind of stuck where I am at the minute on it. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Well, it's an option. It's an option I'll consider in the next couple of days. But yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't know that, but that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't me. I've got a condition. It's definitely not me. Yeah. You told me I had a condition. You even gave me some pills for it. So therefore, it's not my fault. Well, yeah. Well, I'm not taking anything like that. But yeah. 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 Exactly. But I mean, look, if you have got any time to help out with any of this, that'd be great. Like, because I just need all the help I can get. It's. I mean, it's not easy anyway, and I know like the thing is, when people go to you, well, anything worthwhile doing is not easy, and I'm like, and it's hard work, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I've been self-employed for 15 years. I know all about that. So it's like when people point out the obvious, and you just look at them going, yeah, I know. And they like, Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. Y- Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. That's it, like, but like that's the thing, man. You know, it's like I don't want anyone to point the obvious out for us because I already know that. What I need is I need like I need solutions to any problems that I may have or might incur. That's what I need. Yeah, I need a website, man. Pronto. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can link everything together these days. Yeah, you can. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can link all this stuff together. It's easy to do, but it's just like literally the laptop fairy. Wink, wink. Um, me mate just sorted us out. So like, but he always does. He's a good egg. Um, and then so now at least I've got that to work with. Which helps. So yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, but the thing is, the point is that I've got to do all this very quickly, um, because like once you've got to keep the momentum, man. That's the problem that I've got, and like it's easy to keep it's easy to keep the momentum if I can get that the investment or the funding or whatever to do it, then I can set the guys away doing working on the van and getting all that ready, while in the background I'm doing all the other stuff that I have been doing now. But then also I can afford to do that. You know what I mean? Well, that's the thing, yeah. If you've got them, well, that's it. I mean, like I've already, yeah. Well, that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. That's what I'm getting at. And that's where I'm going with all of this. That's how you do that's the promotion. That's how you do you got to do the promotion first, so you can get the recognition, the notoriety, or whatever. Well, there you go. There you go. But like he's got Sky backing him, and I've got yeah, he's famous and he's got Sky backing him. So and they'll be spending a bloody fortune on that because of the advertising revenue. Well, yeah, they do. And like this is going to be well. You see, this is impromptu. This is it's improv and like for the most part, like when you're meeting. Like you think about when you travel, man, you meet random people all the time, like I have, and then I've just gone off with them traveling, and so that's the point of what, not quite like that, but like what I could do. I know how to communicate with random people and get a story, get a story, and it's interesting, and the whole thing is to promote as many people as possible, you know, who you just bump into. You go, wow, that's cool what you do, and then they can get a bit more. They can progress a bit more, Or like I say, you set up some, you jump out with the van. You've got Sir Daffodil, James Magic Wand, Wagtail the First, you know, like and all the crazy graphics on the side of the van and all that loud shit, and then it's gonna work, man. And then I've got all them other ideas for the promotional side of it, just to make a big noise, and then you can do all that before you off you go, because you've got to go to Europe then to all the way to Ibiza to do a renovation, which is going to be there to do. Well, that's exactly what they're working on now, So that's no, no, no. They're working on acquiring the property, but they've got to they've got to do that, and like obviously that's they've got to get that one. So they're all they've got their own things to deal with that. But I've got right at this moment in time, I need to be able to say, right, I've got this media this media company who's willing to stick their head above the parapet and say yes, we'll back them up. But at the moment, I don't have that because it's just a phone call conversation or like very vague message and like and so I don't have that at the minute. It's like a building job. I could never do a building job unless I took a deposit, and until that money's in the bank, you can't really start it. Because you can't promise the lads the work. You can't organise that. You can't buy the materials. And this is no different. And I've done so much research into this, man. And I mean, it's been tried. Like this kind of thing, it's been tried and tested, so it does work. It's my take on it. It's our take on it. It's whoever wants to be involved, really, and you can add all them different random characters like into it. I mean, there's this crazy guy up in and he's been texting us up in like Seaton Sloot. Apparently, he lives behind the King's Head there in a shed, and he's a bit mad. And I'm sure he was in the film that I was in for Actor Cam. So I've got to go and try and see him and get some film because I reckon that's going to be some bizarre conversations because he sounds like a right character. Oh yeah, he's totally eccentric. So I just need to be able to get up there to see him. But it's just it's just like I say, keep hitting a brick wall, and that's difficult.